When you think about height bias, you might not realize just how much it affects various aspects of our lives. These 4 fascinating studies provide insights into how this phenomenon impacts everything from our romantic relationships to politics and even the legal system. So, let's dive deeper into each study and explore the intriguing examples they provide. In the study by Stolp, Bunk, Verhulst, and Pollitt, 2013, the researchers examined the role of height bias in romantic relationships. They found that taller men were more likely to be chosen as partners by women. You might be surprised to know that this preference for taller partners has deep-rooted evolutionary origins. Historically, taller individuals were perceived as better protectors and providers. For example, in prehistoric times, taller men may have been more effective in warding off predators and enemies, as well as procuring food for their families. As a result, this preference for taller partners has persisted in modern society. Moreover, the study found that height plays a crucial role in the initial stages of mate selection. For instance, when you're browsing online dating profiles, women are more likely to be drawn to taller men, even before getting to know their personalities or interests. This demonstrates how deeply ingrained the height bias is in our romantic preferences, and how it can impact your dating choices, often without you even realizing it. Hey rational rebels! Welcome to the arena of reason, where we train our minds to spot cognitive pitfalls. This is Chris from Critical Conditioning, and today's episode sheds light on the intriguing concept of height bias, a thought-provoking phenomenon that can dramatically influence your perceptions and reshape the way you view individuals. As always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell to stay up to date on all our latest episodes. And if you find our content valuable, please consider donating through the PayPal link in the description. Thanks for listening, and let's jump right in. In a study by Hyam and Carmont, 1992, the researchers investigated the height bias in political elections. They analyzed data from Canadian federal elections and discovered that taller candidates were more likely to be elected than shorter ones. This finding might make you wonder if you subconsciously associate height with competence and assertiveness, traits often linked to successful political leadership. For example, Abraham Lincoln, one of the most admired U.S. presidents, was 6 feet 4 inches tall, which was quite remarkable for his time. His height may have played a role in shaping his image as a strong and capable leader. The third study, by Sorakowski and Sorakowska, 2012, examined how height influences perceived attractiveness and social status. Imagine you're asked to rate photographs of individuals with varying heights. The results of this study showed that you would likely perceive taller men as more attractive and of higher social status. However, the study also found that taller women were seen as more dominant but not necessarily more attractive. This finding highlights how the height bias can have different implications for men and women. An interesting example from the entertainment industry is the actor Chris Hemsworth, who stands at 6 feet 3 inches. His height, combined with his attractive features, has contributed to his image as a strong and powerful figure, which has helped him land roles like the superhero Thor. On the other hand, the height bias can negatively impact the careers of shorter actors, as they may struggle to be cast in roles that require a commanding presence. Lastly, the study by Lindemann, 1999, explored the impact of height bias on jury decision-making. The researcher found that taller defendants were more likely to be convicted than shorter defendants, even after controlling for factors like the severity of the crime and the quality of the evidence presented. This finding might make you question whether height bias can have severe consequences in the legal system, as taller individuals may be unfairly judged as more guilty or dangerous. A real-life example of this can be seen in the infamous trial of O.J. Simpson, a former American football player who stood at 6 feet 1 inch. While there were numerous factors that contributed to the outcome of his trial, it's possible that his height and imposing presence influenced the jury's perception of him and their ultimate decision. As you learn more about height bias, you might start to notice these biases in your daily life. For example, when you watch a movie or a TV show, pay attention to the heights of the actors and how their height might be affecting their portrayal of the characters. Similarly, when you attend a conference or a meeting, observe if taller individuals are given more attention or are seen as more authoritative. In summary, the height bias is a pervasive phenomenon that can influence various aspects of your life, from your romantic relationships to your perception of political leaders and even your judgments in the legal system. By understanding the research behind this bias and becoming more aware of your own perceptions, you can work towards reducing its impact and treating others with fairness and respect, regardless of their height.